Hello, everyone. A warm welcome to our vocabulary series called Word of the Day. Uh, in a way or other, we just had to combine two of our selective sets from the archive of yesterday, that is 31st of March, and today, that is 1st of April, in today's combined sitting. We actually needed some basic shots of preparation for forming up this study room, which is not yet developed. It is still undergoing the process of amelioration. In some of the previous episodes, you actually had a sort of snippets from this particular zone. This will be just upgraded more to a premium look as far as practicable. So due to all those preparations, these combination of the settings happened. Now, another interesting thing that I must be adding to this entire presentation of today's sitting is English Academia with Pratik is now our new YouTube platform. Actually, the name English Academia itself is not an old one. I have been greatly inspired to entitle the channel by this name from Vidyasagar University English Teachers Consortium long ago, in 2015, when I attended a seminar, a 2 day national seminar organized by the Department of English Prabhat Kumar College, where my root is imprinted, and this particular organization that I recently named. It was a combined endeavor. So from that particular scenario, I took the name. Initially, it was meant to be Vidyasagar University English Students Academia, but as per the suggestions from one of my friends, I had to make it English Academia because apart from this university, there should be the open scope for all the students, for all the scholars to be incorporated here for our intellectual deliverance of the discussions. So that is why this name. And this particular banner is not only for our scholarly ambits of discussions, this banner is exclusively getting used for all my tutorial classes, UG and PG, and of course the CBSE and ICSE based sittings from class 9 to 12. And at the same time, the very banner we are using for our communicative classes. So why not? The word of the day should be incorporated here under this banner. Well, let us come to the nucleus, the crux of today's discussion. We are having genteel as the word of the day from the suggestion of Merriam-Webster so far as 31st of March 2026 was concerned. Now, in this particular slide that is just popping up on the screen, you may have a different anecdote of literary discussion, but I would like to uphold another sequence of this particular word genteel, which means highly aristocratic one, or the ancient form of the word aristocratic, from a different literary angle. In our graduation days, in the part one, we used to read Chaucer's The Nun's Priest's Tale, one of the poetic renderings from his magnum opus, The Canterbury Tales. And over there, we had a specific duo, the couple called Chanticleer and Pertilot. Now, over there, Chanticleer has been described as a genteel cock. Sounds interesting? That means he was a rooster of a very higher strata of the society. So, this is my first interaction with this particular word that I am currently upholding, genteel, an adjective. Secondly, we are having from dictionary.com the suggestion of the word as far as 31st of March is concerned, that is infomania. What is infomania? That is an extreme urge to acquire knowledge. In Christopher Marlowe's celebrated tragedy, The Tragical History of Dr. Faustus, we have the scenario where Dr. Faustus was initially inspired by the passion of gaining knowledge, and later on it got literally devastated and deviated from his initial goal. So that infomania in Latin can be related to the term libido scendi, lust for knowledge, which is typically one of the relatable concepts as far as the predicament of Renaissance humanism is concerned. But obviously, those who have undergone the text of Dr. Faustus, we know that it is not only the lust for knowledge that deviated Faustus from his path, it is at the same time the lust for sensation, which is in Latin known as libido sensiendi, and the lust for domination or libido dominendi, something that is quite common in our society also, isn't it? Have a little bit of trick. Secondly, from the 1st of April, we are having the suggestion of the words as shenanigans. The interesting one, this is foolery, idiosyncrasy, or idiocy of someone can be related as the synonymous orientation of this particular word. As you can see here in the on the display popping up, fool us once, shame on you. Fool us twice, shame on us. That means if we are getting befooled for once, it is very easy to put the blame on other. But what if the situation is we are getting befooled for more than one time? It is our combined failure that has to be addressed. So this attitude of foolery or idiocy can be well defined as shenanigan, right? And taradiddle is our last presentation of this particular day. It's an informal word, a noun that means a slight lie. Sometimes we can associate our informally said white lies with this particular word sensation when we just put forward a falsified information in order to get survived. So that is all about the day. We will be continuing our sessions. Give a shot to this channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing. And if you are pretty much interested in the contents of it, you must be hitting the subscription button with a earnest sincerity. That is our basic hope, a humble request. See you soon in our next setting. Thank you so much.